So 3 things I'd recommend you have available before you do online checking is your travel document you're going to use, your credit card for onboard payment, and a photo for each person in the cabin. I'll talk more about the photo when we get to that section. Go to the NCL site and go to the cruise that you want to check in on and select that cruise. Then when you have that cruise selected, select check-in. It'll go to the first person in the cabin that you need to check in. First, you'll enter the personal information such as the name, birth date. You'll answer a question about have you cruised before, and if so, what was the last cruise line that you cruised with. Select save and continue. Then go to contact information is where you'll enter your address, your phone number, emergency contact information. Some of this information may already be pre-filled from your NCL profile. Select save and continue. Now you'll enter your proof of citizenship. Select which document applies to your case. I selected passport, and then I entered my passport document information. So depending on what document you enter, it will ask you for the pertinent information for that document. It will ask you if you require any transfers to and from the port. We're not doing this. We're driving to the port, so we don't need any transfers. It'll offer you cruise upgrades. There's things like travel insurance, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, also priority access. Priority access shows you what you get with that here. I didn't select any of these. We do have 1 specialty dining and 75 minutes of Wi-Fi when we booked. So now I'll ask you about onboard payments. Now when it goes to this section, it seemed to go to the bottom for me. I wasn't sure where to enter credit card because it said credit card information, but you weren't able to enter anything. You have to actually scroll up, and there you'll have to put in your email for your onboard statement, and then you can enter your credit card information if you select credit card. This will be the credit card you use for your payments while on board. You can then select if you want to use the same payment information for other people in your cabin. Now you'll get to the health and safety area where you enter your contact information, your photo, and you'll have to watch the safety video. You'll also select your arrival time. For the photo, you need a clear photo without glasses. So if you do wear glasses, you have to have a photo without glasses. If you try to enter a photo with glasses, it will recognize that you're wearing glasses and it will not accept the photo. So I just used my webcam to take a photo of myself without my glasses. That was the easiest way to do it. So for my son, I did have issues with this photo, and I'll talk about that when I get to checking him in. You'll be able to see on the NCL website when you're able to check in. So I would try to check in as soon as possible if you want to get your choice of arrival times. So arrival time is when you arrive at the terminal and check in there. It's not necessarily when you board the ship. Depending on what time your arrival time is, they may not have started boarding yet. You may have to wait around the terminal. I will have a video on the channel about the boarding process and embarkation of the NCL Bliss, so look out for that. You want to subscribe, enable notifications so you don't miss it. At this point, you have to watch a safety video. There's no way to get around watching a safety video. You can't just scrub it to the end. It will go back to where you had left off. But you can change the playback speed to make it go quicker. So I did change the playback speed so that it went a little quicker, but I could still understand it. So at this point, I'm done checking in. It's 100% complete. I just have to check in my son now. So everything is basically the same, checking in other people in the cabin as it was for myself. One thing is you cannot do the upgrade section for the other people. They have to log in and do that themselves if they want to choose those upgrades I talked about earlier. Now, I did have a problem with the photo for my son. He's in Utah right now. I'm in Las Vegas. I didn't have a picture of him without his glasses. I tried to get around putting the picture in and still checking in. It wouldn't let me. I tried to put a picture with glasses, and it did recognize glasses, so it wouldn't let me do that. After a few failed attempts at photos, it did say that I could skip that process and do it at the pier, but it would not let me continue on with the check-in process for my son. I don't know if this is a bug in the system that it should have let me go on, but it didn't. It said it would, but when I tried to check in and move on and save it, it wouldn't let me. So I ended up finding a picture of his driver's license that I had. I clipped that picture from there and loaded it up, and it took it. And I'd make sure that you have either the people with you so they can use the webcam and get pictures, or make sure you have valid pictures for all the people in the cabin before you check in. So that's basically the check-in process. Pretty simple as long as you have all your information and documents and photos available beforehand. So this was check-in for the NCL Bliss. We'll be going out of Los Angeles Port to Mexican Riviera. If you want to see those videos, other travel videos, cruise videos, there's a lot of videos already on the channel, but if you want to see these upcoming videos, please subscribe, enable notifications so that you'll be notified when those are available. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment down below.